Live video is a great way for you to build your brand on social media. And as we move into the ever-evolving era of video content creation, I want to share with you some of the things that you need to do every single time that you go live. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janine. I am a live video strategist and the founder of Boss It Live, extremely passionate about helping content creators and business owners just like you stand out with live video online. So I'm excited to bring this content to you today. This is going to be really quite simple and to the point. And so I want you to get yourself ready. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel excited about implementing live video or live streaming into your strategy. So these very basic tips are part of the key fundamentals for you up-leveling with live video in 2022 and beyond. And as things continue to advance, I want you to be feeling like the boss that you are. I want you to come from the viewpoint of being a problem solver when it comes to live video. Now, I know that you're probably saying to me, well, Janine, that is obvious, but you will be surprised how many content creators go on and live stream with their own agenda in mind. Yes, you would have heard me say this before, that it is important that you have a topic, you have a series, whatever it might be, you know what it is that you want to say. Absolutely. And of course, as content creators, as business owners that are leveraging live video, of course, we're leveraging it from the viewpoint of the message that we want to share. But we have to make sure that we are 100% proof in the delivery of that message. And that has to have with the very clear underpinning intention of being exactly this. Solving the problem for your audience, for your community, especially here on YouTube, where we know that this is not a social media platform. This is a search engine. People that are coming here are coming to find information to something that they want to solve. So therefore, we need to create the content that has a narrative around doing just that. But I want to just explain to you that it's so important that you stay 100% proof in the delivery of content that solves the problem and not feel as if you have to jump around doing one thing to the other when you feel that something may not be working. That's something that a lot of people do as well. You go live about a specific topic and it's not working for you, so you shift the goalpost. Or you may feel that you're sharing your message, but you feel that your community may be bored of hearing it. Some of my clients and community members have said this to me in the past. Janine, I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. But we have to remember the theory of the 7 touches. We have to remember that people have to have a certain number of exposures to us before the message goes in or they want to take action. And also, if we are doing our jobs correctly, and we're going live to share our message to solve the problem, we ultimately are going to see growth and attract new audiences. And so we can't assume that what we've said has been heard because people are navigating, coming to us at various different times, discovering our content at different times. So it's got to be really laser focused, and that has to have the underpinning of being that problem solver. So do you consider yourself with your content that you're sharing, that content solves a problem for your audience? Second thing that you need to be doing every single time you go live is targeting your audience. But how? So this is going to follow on from what I said before about being a problem solver. Remember I said I was going to lean into this a bit more. So you need to make sure that the content, the message is the same. You have your overarching theme, and from that, everything is born. But I want you to make sure that you are very clear on targeting your audience by having a very clear pillar of content that solves the problem that they have, and that everything that you do centers around that. That's how you're going to be able to target your audience. So again, if someone has a specific problem around your area of expertise, the niche that you are in, they come to your content and they're able to see your live streams, your videos, everything is just sharing that message. What's going to happen is that you are going to attract them to your content, and then they're going to move along the customer journey. So target your audience with live streaming by having that clear, cohesive message that you don't stray away from, even if you feel like you are bored. If you're listening to some of the experts that are here on YouTube, they do speak very clearly to a specific dedicated message, whether they are helping content creators with YouTube, live streaming, whether they're helping content creators to monetize their platforms. There are lots of different content creators that are very, very clear in their messaging and they don't stray away from it. I want you to go and do your research, which is what I share with you quite often, and have a look and see if you kind of are a little bit unsure. I want you to look at that. Again, I want to remind you to target your audience by having that pillar. Make sure that your content and your clusters or your themes are centered around that, and don't stray away from that in everything that you do. Let that message be very clear. The third thing that I want to share with you today is I want you, when you go live, to step into your brilliance. Now, this is all around confidence. You have to remember that you are the very best expert at what it is that you do. And you have to get really, really focused on dialing down on that. So you know your content. Go live, share that information, be confident behind that, because when you are confident in your delivery, your audience are going to gravitate towards that. One of the things that I want to share with you from my own personal experience, as I've gone along, I've become more confident in my delivery, and it's allowed me to just be free to be more of myself and to step into my brilliance. And you guys know, if you're watching me, there are some quirky things that I do. You all know what I do when I speak about StreamYard. Even though we're not talking about StreamYard today, but just giving you an example. There's certain things that I do, there's certain things that I say, and that's because I'm owning my brilliance. And I'm not saying that to impress you or to toot my own horn, just toot the horn for StreamYard. But what I'm saying to you is that I have just stepped into the full essence of myself, which is being more attractive for you, and it helps to create that experience. You owning who you are is going to create that epic experience for your audience that's going to bring them back time and time again, even when things are not going well, even if you are having technical difficulties. So own the very essence of who you are every single time that you go live. So I've got 2 more points I want to share with you today. The next one is this. I want you to deliver your content with passion every single time. Deliver with passion. Why? Because it's really important for you to create an experience for your audience. If you are going live and it's lackluster, you're going live and you're demonstrated evidently that you've had problems or issues or any of those things. And let me just say something to you quickly here. Let me just dab in and preface by saying that it's okay to have some transparency with your audience. There's no problem with that. That's the beauty of live streaming. But in terms of, moving yourself forward and becoming more confident, it is about you delivering with passion, because at the end of the day, we want to make our content, our live streams attractive to our audience. Sharing your story, sharing your expertise, bringing your audience into the conversation. These things are important for live streaming. And the final thing that I want to share with you today, I want you to consider audience perception. So this is something that's really important when you're live streaming, to consider what your audience is going to think, consider what your audience is going to feel, and consider what your audience may do as a result of how you are showing up and presenting yourself with live streaming. That's going to help you determine for yourself how you want to show up and deliver your content. So is it about you being that authority, that go-to expert? Is it that you want to be seen as the friend next door? Are you wanting to be seen as somebody who is trustworthy, that has the knowledge? What is it? This is important. Considering your audience, this will allow you to have greater clarity in delivering your messaging with live streaming, and it will help you to have a consistent flow in that which you are doing. I hope that this is making sense to you. So, got to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for being here, because you could be anywhere on YouTube. Take care. Don't forget to check out the video that comes up on the screen. Enjoy the rest of your day.